In the grand timeline of life on Earth, humanity has only recently entered the stage. Yet in that short span, our ancestors left a mark so profound that it reshaped entire ecosystems. Among the most dramatic legacies of early human expansion is the disappearance of massive animals known as megafauna. Today, we delve into the stories of 5 giants who once roamed the Earth, only to vanish forever, partly or wholly due to human hands. These are not just tales of extinction. They are stories of survival, struggle, and the profound influence of Homo sapiens. Let's explore how these ancient beasts met their end, why our ancestors hunted them, and what their disappearance meant for the world they left behind. Giant ground sloth, Megatherium. Thousands of years ago, the forests and plains of South America were home to one of the most formidable herbivores to have ever lived, the giant ground sloth, specifically Megatherium. These creatures could grow up to 20 feet long and weigh as much as 4 tons, comparable to a modern elephant. Unlike today's slow-moving tree sloths, Megatherium walked the land with power and presence. Our ancestors were opportunists. As early humans migrated into South America, they encountered Megatherium and quickly realized that this enormous creature offered a bounty of resources. A single sloth could feed an entire tribe for weeks. Its thick hide provided shelter materials, and bones were useful for tools or structure. While Megatherium was likely not aggressive, it was formidable. Yet it lacked the instincts to fear humans, making it vulnerable. Hunting a Megatherium would have required strategy and cooperation. Archaeological evidence suggests that early humans used coordinated group tactics, traps, and perhaps even fire to drive these giants into confined areas or off cliffs. Spears tipped with stone points, such as the Clovis points, have been found near suspected kill sites. By about 10,000 years ago, Megatherium had vanished. Climate change played a role. The end of the last ice age transformed their habitat, but the timing of their extinction closely matches the arrival of humans in their range. The combination of overhunting and environmental stress likely sealed their fate. Irish elk, Megaloceros giganteus. With antlers spanning up to 12 feet wide, the Irish elk was a spectacle of nature. These majestic deer, which stood over 6 feet tall at the shoulder, roamed the grasslands of Eurasia during the Pleistocene epoch. The Irish elk wasn't just meat on hooves, it was a source of awe and utility. For Ice Age humans, this enormous animal provided food, antlers for tools and art, and possibly spiritual or symbolic meaning. Cave paintings suggest a deep reverence for such creatures. Like other large prey, Irish elk would have been hunted using spears, possibly aided by dogs or other early domesticated animals. Human hunters likely tracked their migratory patterns and targeted the animals in vulnerable moments. During mating season, or when they gathered near water sources. The last Irish elk are believed to have died out around 7,700 years ago. Their massive antlers, while impressive, may have become a liability as environmental conditions changed. Dense forests made navigation difficult. But overhunting played a decisive role. As human populations grew, the elk found fewer and fewer safe places to live and breed. Short-faced bear, Arctodus simus. One of the most fearsome carnivores to ever walk North America, the short-faced bear stood up to 12 feet tall when upright and weighed over 1,000 kilograms. It could run at speeds rivaling a modern horse, making it not only massive, but dangerously swift. This predator competed directly with humans for food. In an ecosystem with limited resources, eliminating a rival predator could mean survival. Evidence also suggests that early humans may have scavenged from or defended themselves against these bears and possibly preemptively killed them to protect settlements. Given its size and strength, hunting a short-faced bear was no small feat. It likely took coordinated attacks using spears, traps, and possibly poisoned tips. Humans may have targeted the young or isolated individuals. The short-faced bear disappeared around 11,000 years ago, coinciding with both the end of the Ice Age and the spread of humans across North America. With changing habitats, fewer prey animals, and competition from humans, Arctodus could not survive. Saber-toothed cat, Smilodon. Perhaps the most iconic of prehistoric predators, Smilodon, commonly called the saber-toothed tiger, was not a tiger at all, but a unique feline genus. Its enormous canines, up to 11 inches long, were its most fearsome weapons. Smilodon competed with humans for large prey like bison and mammoths. As humans entered the Americas, reducing competition was essential. Furthermore, these big cats posed a direct threat to human safety. While there's limited direct evidence of Smilodon being hunted, it's plausible that humans use similar tactics as with other large predators: group ambushes, spears, and fire. They may have also scavenged dead cats and driven them off kills. Smilodon vanished around 10,000 years ago during the Quaternary extinction event. As large herbivores disappeared, many of them due to human hunting, Smilodon lost its food base. Combined with human competition, it had little chance. Diprotodon. Imagine a wombat the size of a rhinoceros. That was Diprotodon, the largest known marsupial. Roaming the forests and plains of ancient Australia, these gentle giants were close relatives of today's koalas and wombats. When Aboriginal Australians arrived over 50,000 years ago, they found a land teeming with unique megafauna. Diprotodon offered massive amounts of meat, and their slow-moving nature made them easy targets. There's also evidence that their bones were used in tool-making. Traditional Aboriginal hunting methods included strategic burning of grasslands to trap or funnel animals, coordinated group drives, and use of spears. It's likely that these methods were used to herd Diprotodon into ambush zones or natural traps like swamps. Diprotodon likely disappeared by around 46,000 years ago. Australia's climate was drying, but the timing strongly aligns with the arrival of humans. The Blitzkrieg hypothesis suggests a rapid overhunting of naive megafauna led to their quick demise.